All right, guys, welcome back. Got some good update stuff here. Hold on real quick. Reposition the camera. Got the engine back from the machine shop, and it was a pretty good deal. I'm pretty happy with it, and it turned out really nice. Let me turn this camera around for you. There it is. Had our board 30 over. It's back. And if you watch the videos coming up to this, then you'll know what time it is. I got the cart loaded down. Have that BTR camshaft. I'll put it in. I went and picked up a Melling oil pump. It's just the factory oil pump. It should do just fine. Some assembly lube for the cam and other parts. Then this is the timing kit. This is the bolt for the harmonic balancer. And the piston ring compressor. Went and picked all that stuff up today. And then that's the oil pan. Take you over here, show you the pistons. These are not new rods. These are the factory rods, but they are just all nice and clean now. They came out amazing, along with the pistons. They are the plus 4cc pistons, but they should do just fine with the 317 heads. I still have to take those to the machine shop. And we'll do a whole nother video on putting these on and putting everything together the rest of the way. Because I still have the the water pump. I still have the water pump and a few other things to add on here. So I'm gonna get right into it, and I'm gonna flip the block over and start assembling, getting everything ready to assemble, and then I'll flip it. Actually, I'll probably leave it like this, and I'll get the cylinder walls cleaned out, and I'll get ready to drop the pistons down in after I get the rings on, and then we'll flip it over and we'll start assembling the bottom half of it. And once I get the bottom half of it assembled, then I'll throw the cam in, and then do the timing kit with the oil pump, and slap everything together for the bottom end as much as I possibly can. To where then, when I get the lifters, I'll put the lifters in, put the trays in, and then hopefully by that time I'll have the heads done. I'll be able to slap the heads on it, and then the valley cover here, and then I'll have the intake on there. I'm just going to run a factory intake for now until I can buy the other intake. Once I can buy the other intake, then of course I'll be running it. And but yeah, let's get at it, and I'll catch you guys here shortly when I get something done here. All right. Well, it's been I don't know, probably about 3 or 4 hours since I last was taking a video. Put the crank in, got one piston in, went to go put the second piston in, and I was putting a ring on and it broke. And it was a second ring, and they're like $20 for the pack. I'll show you the pack of them. I think I still have a part of the ring over here too. Yeah, there it is. There's the piece of the ring that broke. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. It happens. There's the part number. There's my new bearings. They're all the Mahle or Mahle or however you want to say it. There's the stuff. They're just standard, not rings, bearings. There's the old ones. They didn't seem too wore. They still fit real snug on the crank. I only have one in there now. I always wash my hands, but you're not moving it. If you're moving it, you're moving the whole engine. So I just have that rod sitting over there for right now to keep it up off the cam. See down in there, I got the cam in it. Got the new cam gear on. I gotta get this old crank gear off. It might be all right, but I have a brand new one, so might as well put it on. I put this cover on the back, and then I realized I'm an idiot, and I forgot I have to put this on first. I actually got to put the crank in first, but then I also have to put this cap on first before I put that cover on, because the ears fit right here. So, yeah, and I should have known that because I learned that when I took it apart. So, got to do a little bit of cleanup on it, because I probably ought to just go ahead and buy the right gasket for it too. So I got to buy the gasket for up here with the water pump. Painted it black. Made it look all pretty. Underneath of it, I went ahead and put that valley cover in and the knock sensors. I had the knock sensors from it before. I learned something about them on how to take them apart and be able to get them out of there and put them in a lot easier. So it takes about 5 minutes to remove them. Nothing, no big deal, not a problem. So if I go to run the delete kit for them, then it's not a big deal. Is I'd like to, there's provisions, well, where is it? Right here and here, they're already tapped, and you can put them there, or they have like a little block that sits right there, and then it mounts to them, and you just mount one of them to it. So much simpler. Or it's right here, I can't remember. It's on either side, I can't remember what side it's on. But other than that, I think I'm going to put in the other 6 pistons. I already have one in there. I'm going to put in the other 6 pistons. My old man's going to help me. He's done 350s, a few of them, so I'd say he's going to have better experience at it than I am. Plus, he's used to Derby too, so he's built plenty of different engines. But yeah, other than that, I've not really gotten through any of my parts other than I got the cam in and started getting some of the timing on there, and then I got the crank and that one piston and rod. Didn't even get the bearing in for it. I got all the bearings into the block, all the new ones, and I've been using the heck out of this assembly lube at AutoZone. It's only like $6. If you guys are not using it on your engines, that's kind of stupid, in my opinion, because it's $6. It's not like it costs an arm and a leg. There's a couple things that I went ahead and Loctite it in. People say, oh, you can't use that red Loctite because you'll never get it back out of there. They make electric power tools now, and it's not the 1950s where you actually do have air pressure, so you can get them out, and it's not going to damage anything. That stuff there just works the best to keep it from coming out on its own. So don't let somebody tell you anything else. We've used it on multiple things, and it's came back in, and we've been able to zip them right back out, put more on it, and zip them right back in with the new parts. So, all right, welcome back. It's Monday. It's afternoon, evening. And I went ahead and got the rest of the main caps put on. Might look different than what it did when I was tearing it down, because I do believe that these were actually flipped the other direction, but I did some research and it does not matter. They're not like a small block Chevy where they have to be the exact same way. So those 3 don't matter. It's these 2 outer ones that matter. There's grooves in each one of them where these things right here go into them. Hands are clean because I use gloves. Getting smarter as I My dad's going to be busy tonight, so he can't help me put the rest of these pistons in. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm just waiting on him to show me up and tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to go ahead and torque these down. And remember, like everything, you work from the inside out. When you're torquing stuff, heads, bottom end, everything, anything you do, and you always crisscross the pattern. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then these ones will be 1, 2, 3, it's same as the rest of it. And then when the windage tray goes down, same thing, exact same way. Just keeps everything even. That's the only reason. Same reason why you don't go in a circle when you're doing your lug nuts. Pushes the wheel on there evenly to where you don't get anything bound up. Pretty sure I've used about a half of this bottle so far, but I think one bottle get you through one engine. Still, only like $6. No point not to use it. Still got to pull off this bottom sprocket to be able to put on the new one, and then put on the chain after I get it all timed in. And then once I get the pistons in, I'll start on the rods, on getting all them put in there with the bearings. I'll probably go ahead and put the bearing on that one just so I don't forget about it. And then I'll go ahead and get the bearing put in the other, I'll get it put in that cap, and then I'll get that one put onto the crank. And then after that, after I get all those on there, then I will put the pan on and get all that stuff together, and then flip it over, and hopefully, maybe not next week, but the week after, I'll be able to get my heads back and we'll be able to get this thing fully assembled. I still haven't taken them yet, but they said it'd only be about 2 weeks, and I'll probably take them on Tuesday.